The historic building housing the old Gaiety cinema and a well-known club was engulfed in flames on Thursday afternoon. A thick plume of smoke could be seen billowing into the afternoon sky miles away from the city center. It did not take long for word and videos to spread on social media that the old cinema was on fire. It was a chaotic scene in the city as curious onlookers stood still after a bomb threat near the magistrate's court and a fire engulfed historic buildings in the William Peter Boulevard. The building was gutted by a huge conflagration, negatively impacting the livelihoods of an untold number of people. With the Christmas season around the corner, proprietors and staff of Voyagers, a travel agency, lingerie store, the old cinema and a restaurant were dealt a serious blow after the fire of unknown origin broke out shortly after midday. Preliminary reports from the St. Lucia Fire Service indicated that their water supply sources were low, complicating the fight to contain the raging blaze.
This is a very catastrophic scene happening behind us in which the Voyagers, the two Voyagers as we knew it, were on fire. One is completely destroyed and the other one has recently caught a fire because of the nature of the material stored and the close proximity of the buildings. We now have two structures on fire.
It was a gridlock in the capital city with a raging fire and bomb threats phoned into establishments. Meanwhile, commuters and curious pedestrians appeared to be confused by the directives given by authorities. Officials quickly cordoned off a small area around the William Peter Boulevard. However, the cordon was expanded as the fire spread to the Voyager building. Traffic was diverted to ensure the safety of the public. One driver from the Lacroix bus stand expressed his grievances with the traffic management plan.
Officer on this side there. I tell the guy I'll go to my bus and sit down. He tell me how to make the whole wrong. And I know it's how to pass. It's many bus standard there. Not I am the private car. I have to pass there. And we have to pass there. Minibus, Lacroix, Cicero and Mont Fortune have to pass here. Because we have no private car. He just say go up shit. And when you go up shit, where you pass it to go up shit? To come to St. Louis Street, to your bus stand.
Though it appeared that the St. Lucia Fire Service was doing their best with limited resources, members of the general public were of the view that more could have been done to prevent the fire from spreading to the nearby Voyager building.
It's a serious situation, but I believe the way how they tackle the firemen or whoever, to me they have to be more proactive and more creative in the firefighting. Because I would have loved to see if they have a crane system and go high up with the crane. Right, with the crane, and you fight the fire from above. You fight the fire from above, and you have 4 cranes around that building, and you anticipate the movement of the wind and the fire. So they're supposed to move a more creative, innovative way to fight the fire. To me, it was a very poor approach in fighting that fire. I believe you should have used the seawater, which is close by, and use bigger hoses with bigger diameters to pump, volume of water, and that could have been controlled. Even up to now, the fire is going on over an hour, and that is my disappointment.
At the time, leading firefighter 542 Stacy Joseph was unable to state when they received the distress call. However, she pointed to the challenges faced as they attempted to put out the flames.
It is very difficult. As the public knows, we have limited resources when it comes to manpower. However, we have called in all the necessary fire stations, Groseley Fire Station, Babonneau Fire Station. We even have some members of the Soufrière Fire Station here with us. And we have numerous trucks on scene battling this fire, but normally it's a very difficult fire to battle.
At one point, fire officials were heard yelling retreat to officers inside the engulfed buildings.
We were asking officers to retreat because certain officers, before the building was fully engulfed, certain officers went in to investigate. But due to our resources, we're not totally equipped to fight building fires from the inside. So we're asking officers to retreat so we can properly attack the fire from the outside. The water supply in the beginning was a bit low, but we have certainly managed, and with the officials from WASCO, we have now been given added supply from the hydrants which are nearby in the vicinity.
Some businesses closed up shop early as a precautionary measure, while others, which were just a few feet away, remained opened. Members of staff at Bank of St. Lucia who suffered with respiratory ailments as a result of the thick smoke were dismissed for the day.
Liz Andy Boville reporting from Castries at the scene of the old Gaiety cinema fire for HTS News Force.